Hey guys, it's Tesla Tim, and I just wanted to get back with you guys. It's been a while since we put a video on our YouTube channel, and we've just been enjoying our Tesla and enjoying life in general. But I wanted to kind of give you an update on what's going on with our Tesla and how we love it, and what's kind of like what we've been doing. So since our last video, we actually, a couple videos before we posted, we did a service call, our first service call with our Tesla, and we had a couple things replaced on the car. The hood latch was having some issues on the front, and they replaced that. And then we had like a small water leak in the little triangle glass on the driver's side. So that was our first service call. Car has driven perfect since then. And I noticed that when I started, so since then we've been back to service, and we had a couple things we need to look at. First of all, like the passenger side headlight, the daytime running LED, I call it the eyebrow, which I'll show up here, was basically out. So the top of the eyebrow was not functional. It didn't really hurt the car whatsoever in regards to, drivability and all that stuff. And it still had high beam, low beams, but your daytime running lights, that eyebrow was out. So it looked kind of weird if you looked at the car. Like the one side had the eyebrow and the side LED, and the other one just had the side LED. So that was the first thing that was wrong with it. The second thing that went wrong is my autopilot just decided to stop working. So one day I was driving it, and next thing you know, it said driver assistance features won't work, and it says call Tesla service. I called them figuring they might be able to remote into the car or see what's going on with the car, and they said they can't see anything wrong, but they do see that error is happening to get a service call going on that. So that was number two issue. The number three issue is something that was caused by just driving the car, is our driver's side rear wheel had a nail in it, so it was actually losing pressure. So I didn't know like what to do. Like I was just kind of like, it was a slow leak, so I was just kind of putting air pressure back into the tire, and it would go back up, and then we get an alarm, and then I'd have to put it back in there again, and it was like a back and forth thing. Well, it'd lose air, and I'd put more air in it. Called Tesla, and they obviously weren't going to cover that because that's not something that's not their responsibility. I ran over the nail. So I called my local tire place here in New York. It's called Dunn Tire, and I asked them, have they worked on Teslas before, and they said yes. So that kind of made me feel good about it, because I'm not sure how you jack these things up because they're totally flat in the bottom. And took it there, and they actually were able to pull the tire off and plug the hole and put it back on. Everything was good to go on that road. So we actually had the two issues still happening. We scheduled a call, and it took. That's the hardest part right now that I'm seeing, and hopefully when the Model 3 gets released, it gets better. Maybe they open more service stations, but it was probably a month and a half wait for me to get in there. Now, if my car was under an emergency situation where like it wasn't functioning, they probably would have got me in faster. But I only had two things happening. Obviously, the headlight, daytime running lamp wasn't working, and then autopilot wasn't working. None of my driver assistance features, but the car still drove fine. So. But we drove down to Toronto, where our service center is, and I'm from Buffalo, New York, and they basically had it fixed in a day. So I was able to drive down there, came back with a rental, and then drive back and get it and bring it back. So now it's working great. They gave me new headlights. They gave me they recalibrated the radar, I think it was, in the front, and that actually fixed the issue. And now autopilot's working again. We have roughly about 16,000 miles on our car right now. We took delivery back in June of 2016, so definitely been driving this quite a bit, and I still love it. Right now we're over 6 months in of owning the vehicle, and it's an awesome car. So much pickup. We have the Model S 70D. Just got a new update that came through, and it didn't do too much with the car itself. We're on version 8.0 if you see my videos. The new update that came through has supercharger amenities. One cool thing that I saw is the automatic driver profiles. So I'll probably do a video on that, but it's really simple. Like if I'm sitting in the seat and I have my key fob in there, you just click on your profile and say link your key fob to, it'll say like key fob number 2, whatever one it recognizes that's in the driver's seat. And then my wife was was able to get in with her key fob, and she linked it to key fob number 1. And now when we get in and out of the car, or she gets in, it automatically goes to her profile. I think that's pretty awesome. I think it's a feedback from a lot of Tesla owners. And then the last thing on the new update is just the equalizer settings, so nothing special there. But the autopilot's been driving us great since it's been fixed, and I love the car. So that's just a little peek in of what's going on with our life. I'm going to release more videos. I just got a drone. I got the, I forget the name of the drone itself, but I just got the new drone. I'll forget the name off the top of my head, but it's I'm going to be doing some drone videos, flying the drone around the Tesla a little bit, having to follow a Tesla and stuff like that. So that's going to be new things I'm going to be releasing, and just more videos of the Tesla in general. I know people like watching everybody that owns Teslas kind of put videos out there and get their take on what they like. But I definitely love this car. We were supposed to get a Model 3, which we still have on reserve, but I couldn't wait, and that's why we got the Model S. So, all right, anyway, that's a peek into my life, what we've been doing. The Model S Phoenix is running great now, and we have 2 other vehicles. We have a Jeep and a Traverse, and they rarely get driven. When it gets super snowy out, I don't have snow tires, but we will drive our other vehicles, but we drive this like 90% of the time. So, all right, guys, until next time, peace. See ya.